What is mindfulness? In my humble opinion, mindfulness is that act of staying conscious about every task that we take up during the day. So it is primarily a way of performing all our tasks in our routine in the most conscious and thoughtful way. And the benefits of staying mindful throughout the day is that we know exactly what we are aiming for in terms of productivity, and we know the exact blueprint that we have prepared so that we achieve things that we have decided for that particular day, or maybe it can be a long term planning. And most of us think that success comes only when we do something very big and drastic in our lives. And also, sometimes we get fooled by this thought that success happens with a one time effort, which is going to be like, as I just mentioned, big and drastic. But then the matter of the fact is, and the truth is that success doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen with just one time effort. Success happens, or success comes to you when you do the small things in the most appropriate manner. When you're conscious about this fact, then it becomes very easy to tune your thought process in such a way that it will fetch you success. And having a mindful routine is so important to be successful in life, because it's not the big things that matter, or not those drastic decisions of making some huge changes that will bring about success in your life. No, it is the way you plan your routine, you design your routine. It is, when you think about it, you'll say routine, so what? It's just a routine, your day routine, your evening routine, so what's the big deal? It's the way I implement things. I feel that thought is wrong, because we cannot take the concept of having a good routine for granted, because it's a routine that really shapes our day. It's a routine that really shapes our life at large. So when we focus more on having a mindful routine, then I am sure the mantra to have a successful life is almost revealed to us. So, yes, in my humble opinion, we need to give more importance on having a mindful routine. Are you really struggling to have a wonderful routine for yourself? Are you trying to figure out what is that I need to do to stay consistent and have a wonderful routine in life? If yes, then you need to watch this video till the end, because I am going to explain the simple steps in which we can achieve a mindful routine for ourselves. Hi, I am Vaishnavi and my channel is called Homemaking Motivation. But apart from showing how to keep the home organized and clean, I also talk a lot about the mental health aspect of us homemakers. But the topics and the contents are so general that it can be applied for each one of us. So if you are new to this channel and you like such kind of contents, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel. And if you're already a part of this beautiful community of homemakers, please welcome back. So yeah, let us start today's video. And as I said, I am going to explain the simple steps in which we can achieve a mindful routine. So yeah, let's start right away. To try and understand how to have a mindful routine, I have some key points which I'm going to elaborate so that it will be easy for us to explore how we can actually achieve a mindful routine. So, the point number one that I would want to discuss is be with yourself, have your me time. And when do you have this? In my humble opinion, ideally, we need to have this me time early morning. You know, when you set out for some road trip, or when you are planning to travel somewhere in your own car, the first thing that comes to your mind is obviously whether you have the right amount of fuel, so that you can, actually cover this journey without any interruptions. Likewise, we set out on a journey every day when we wake up. And don't you think it is necessary for us to think about the fuel that our body and our mind needs to, actually set out for a journey for that day? So, having a me time, staying with yourself, being with yourself in the morning is nothing but you are putting in the fuel, you're putting in the energy into your thought process, into your creativity, into your, the urge to be productive. All these things, you're taking care of yourself in a way that you are energizing yourself. So you need to take out that time for yourself. And what better way to do, to do this, uh, other than getting up early in the morning? You should wake up early in the morning for one main reason, in my opinion. It's like, when you wake up early morning and others are still sleeping, the entire community is sleeping, maybe your even family is sleeping. It's not just the silence on the physical level. You don't listen to the traffic noise, and you don't listen to, the bikes going around, cars and all those things in your community. You don't listen to the kids shouting, people talking. It's not the noise that is at the physical level that will be absent during the early hours of morning, but it is the silence at the energy level as well, because all of them are sleeping. Literally, their energy is also not very active. So it is at that time that we have this privilege, this benefit of actually sitting down calmly and absorbing the silent energy. And it is so important that we do this on a daily basis. We take so many things for granted. We just wake up, at the time we have to wake up, and just we hurry up. If we have to go to the office, we just run to the office, rush to the office. We have to go to the gym, we just, go to the gym. We are not doing anything consciously. Everything is happening, kind of by accident. That's it. We have to do, we have to do, we have to do. That's it. Finish it. I think that is a very bad way to lead our lives, because the more we become conscious and the more we become mindful about what we are doing, it will only benefit us. Just give it a thought, it will just benefit us. So, morning, preferably at 4 o'clock, that's the best time. It is called the Brahma Muhurtam, and it's a very auspicious hour, for self development, and for self talks, self affirmations, for that matter. So, in my opinion, waking up early and having that kind of me time is so important. That is when you are preparing yourself for the entire day. You are having the clarity of thoughts. You are basically setting out your blueprint for the day. So, yes, if you want to have a mindful routine, the number one thing that we need to keep in our mind is that we need to show that investment in terms of time and energy, wherein we are spending it with ourselves, and that is called the me time. And this me time can be utilized in any way. For me personally, I just sit and I don't know so much of meditation. Like I have no idea of what it is to have a guided meditation. So what I do is my own way of meditation. Like I sit silently, I absorb all the silence, both on the physical level and the energy level. And my first thought is a thought of gratitude. I just thank God for this beautiful life. I just thank God that I woke up in the morning, because unfortunately many people sleep and they don't wake up. So we need to feel grateful, right, that we got another day, we got another chance to live. So yes, that's the number one thought that I get every morning in my mind, and that is the attitude of gratitude. And I start my day and I plan my day. So for me personally, that is very important. It just tunes my mind in a wonderful way, in a peaceful way. And yes, for me, having a mindful routine means starting my day with myself first, to understand my unresolved thoughts, to understand my unresolved emotions, try and interact with my own self, and build myself in a way that I will be ready to face all the challenges during the day. So, yeah, that's the number one point, in my opinion, to have a mindful routine, and that is to have your me time. And that's the first thing you want to do in the morning. Okay, the second key point, in my opinion, to have a mindful routine is that we need to complete all our tasks consciously. When I say consciously, it means understanding what my task is and to be there in that moment, to be there in that task. Usually, you know what we do, and we do it very unconsciously. That is the problem. What we do is we take up a task, we are doing it, but on the back of our mind, there's something else going on. There's a totally new movie that is going on in the background of our minds. It can be thinking about the past, it can be the anxiety about the future. We just forget to live in the present. We just forget to be in that task 100%. And you know, usually what happens, we don't enjoy that task. We just do it mechanically, or even more disastrous, sometimes when we don't do things consciously, we fail at it, or something happens which we are not happy about in that task, and we have to redo it. So there are energies just wasted, right? So for us, it is very important that although it seems very silly, array, what is the big deal? I am doing my work, I'm finishing it, and I'm being productive, and I'm going to the next task. You know, why should I punish myself to be like a robot and do things in a certain way? That is not the thing. If we are understanding the importance of staying conscious, of staying in the moment, of staying in the present, it will help us. You know how we enjoy the task that time, like we are just focusing on that particular thing, we are not thinking about something else. And also, have you observed, it happens, you know, like we are overwhelmed with so many tasks that although we take up one task, we are like, oh no, I have to do that. So we leave this, we go there, we finish that task. And while we are doing that task, we are again guilty, oh, we left that task. So basically, we are neither here nor there, and we end up being not so productive during those days. So, of course, it is important that we are conscious about all the tasks that we take up. We do everything consciously, and we have a clarity of thought that we have to tackle this particular task in this present moment. We don't have to wander about in our past, or think about our future, or you know, for that matter, think about another task while we are doing this. Just try this, just try doing this consciously, and you will understand that finishing the task, finishing, you know, or planning the routine becomes such an exciting job for us. Nothing seems monotonous because we are enjoying, we are living it, we are living the present moment. So, yes, for me, the second most important key point is, of course, doing the tasks very consciously. Okay, for me, the third key point to have a mindful routine is the ability to take a pause. When I say take a pause, I mean both physically and on an energy level. Physically, yes, of course, we need to take a pause because we cannot be so mechanical. We cannot just go on doing this thing after that thing after that thing after that thing. No, we cannot do it because we are not machines. And even if we do that, you know, we have to pay the price of, experiencing fatigue. So, who likes it? And when we have an option to avoid such things, then why not take the advantage of this knowledge that we need to take a pause? So, when I say take a pause on a physical level, obviously take a coffee break, tea break, or maybe just scroll through your mobile, but not for too long, because once you get onto the mobile and social media, there is possibility that you totally immerse yourself into all, you know, worthless things at times. You know, it's not worthwhile. Literally, we just go on watching things that we don't even realize that we are watching so much, we are consuming so much content and all that. So yeah, be conscious about not wasting too much time on things that will not fetch you productivity. Taking a pause, taking a break means just having a little break from your routine, as in having some beverages, or just sitting and maybe self-talk. Self-talk is a better way of staying productive. And then when I say take a pause on an energy level or a thought level, I mean we are so much consumed by others' energies also. We are influenced by others' energies rather. Because they talk something, we have conversations, we are influenced by their thoughts, we are influenced by their talks, and yeah, we absorb it consciously or unconsciously, we absorb their energies. And the thing that we set for ourselves during the day, like at the beginning of the day, that is when we have the me time and all, and we are like, we are going to conduct ourselves in a way, and we are going to have the thought process, we are going to have the clarity of thoughts, all those things. Sometimes what happens is like we might get influenced with the thoughts of others, and there are chances that we replace our positive thoughts and the preparedness that we had in the morning, that might get influenced. We can't deny this fact. It happens at a very subtle level, which we may not realize also, but it happens. For sure, it happens. We get influenced by the energy of others. And yeah, our thought process will get affected. So, that is the reason I'm saying take a pause. Or it is not that you're influenced by others' energies also. Sometimes it happens that you're influenced by your own thoughts. You're influenced by your own energies, your own negative thoughts for that matter. So it is very important to take a pause every now and then and just check your thought process. Just check your mood as such, like, because sometimes what happens when we allow negative thoughts to just consume us unconsciously, then we lose interest in staying productive, we lose interest in our tasks, or maybe we will do tasks for the heck of it. That's it. We are not totally into it, and we are not aiming for productivity. We just do it, finish it. So yeah, for me it is important that I take a pause both on a physical level and on an energy level, and yeah, that really really helps us in achieving a mindful routine. So don't take this for granted. Just try and take a pause, and always try to fix the thought process. Don't take it for granted. Don't think that you will always stay positive or you'll always stay productive. There can be challenges there also. So take a pause and understand what is going on internally. And of course, on a physical level, as I said, taking a pause, talking to people, and having beverages, not too much of it, but sometimes, yes, in the evening. So, yeah, taking a pause is the second key point, sorry, third key point in my opinion. Now, let's come to the fourth key point, and that is, according to me, carry an attitude of gratitude. Very important, very important, because we take many things for granted, in life. We take it for granted. We are like, it is mine only. It is like, yeah, it is just there for me. Nothing is gonna change. I am happy. I am peaceful. And it's a good thing that you are very self assured, and you know that things are very happy in your life and things are very positive in your life. It's a very good thing. I'm not saying that think negative or, have self doubts. No, that was not my intention of starting this point. But there is a power in the attitude of gratitude. It is like, what is your attitude when you have a lot of things in your favor counts the most. Like when you have everything, that is when your behavior and your attitude counts. That is when how humble you are matters, because it's human tendency. It's not like only this person is like that, that person is like that. I think most of us, we are like that. When we have everything in life, we get the element of pride. Pride is good, but if we get the element of holier than thou attitude when we have everything in life, I think that we should check, that attitude we should check. I'll tell you why we need to do this, because when we get into that thought process that I am the best and I have everything, I don't have to worry about anything, when we get such kind of attitude, such silly attitude in our mind, what we do is we take things very easily in life. We don't put in the efforts. We stop being productive. So obviously that will hamper our routine. So that is the reason we need to carry an attitude of gratitude. Keep reminding ourselves that yes, whatever I have right now, I need to be grateful to the Creator. Whatever I have right now, my ability to see, my ability to listen, my ability to talk, my ability to have people around me, it's all something that I need to be grateful for. I need to have a attitude of gratitude. And when we are conscious in this way throughout the day in our routine, that is when we start valuing what we have achieved. That is when we start realizing that nothing, absolutely nothing, not even our efforts, needs to be taken for granted by our own actions or deeds. So yeah, it becomes very important for us to carry an attitude of gratitude. It will only help us in building a mindful routine for ourselves. Now, the fifth and the final key point to have a mindful routine is end your day in the most peaceful way. It sounds very simple, but it is so important and it plays a vital role in our routine. And I'll tell you how. It's like when you are riding your bike or your car, whatever, you are basically traveling somewhere and the traffic is not much and you go on a higher speed. And it's a very a thing of common sense that when you want to reduce the speed, you don't all of a sudden just come to a halt. If you want to apply brakes, you don't come to a halt all of a sudden. Obviously, you will come gradually low and then you apply the brake or whatever. So, when this happens on a physical level, this same logic applies on an energy level too. So the entire day, we are at an energy level which is like high, which is like interacting with others and consuming their energy, absorbing their energies too, and having our own thoughts. So our energy level is not the same at which we started in the morning. But as the day progresses, our energy level also goes to a certain level. So it's not going to remain constant, it is going to change. So by the end of the day, it is so important for us to realize where we are at. Now, if we have some negative thoughts or if we have some unresolved thoughts in our mind and we just don't give it too much importance and we just sleep off, it is not good, because since it is still unresolved in our mind, the next day morning when we wake up, we tend to go back over there. We tend to resolve those thoughts. And it is not good. Anything stale is not good. Stale food is not good for the physical body. Stale thought is not good for our mental aspect. So, yes, it is very important that we resolve the things on that night itself. That anything that's going on internally, I need to resolve it so that I start the next day afresh. I don't take anything from my previous day to my next day. So it becomes very important that we bring our thoughts to a level where I feel stable, I feel peaceful, I resolve it, I become positive. Anything that was bothering me which I could not resolve during the day, I need to resolve it during night before I sleep. That will give me a very peaceful sleep as well, and that will improve the quality of my sleep. And improving the quality of sleep only means that you are doing a favor to yourself in terms of your health in every aspect. So yes, for me it is very important that I end my day in a very beautiful way, and I calm down all my thoughts, my energies, and then I give a good amount of rest to my physical body as well as my thought processes. So, yes, if I do this, then the next day I'm sure to wake up fresh and I'm sure to have another mindful routine for the next day. So, this was the last point, and I think, in my opinion, it is quite important that we also give importance for the way we end our day. I hope you liked today's content. And yes, having a mindful routine means having a conscious thought process and staying productive. So I hope you took all these points properly, and I'm sure it will help you in designing your own routine. Always keep in mind that planning a routine is no big deal, but planning a mindful routine is what really fetches you results. So I hope you will build a mindful routine for yourselves too. And please share your feedback in the comments below. And let's discuss more and give me more ideas so that even I can enrich my knowledge. So until next time, stay happy, stay positive, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button in case you've liked such content. And that's all about it for today's video. Try and have a mindful routine as much as possible. Try and gain the knowledge that will only enrich your productivity and which will make you successful at the end of the day. So with all those key points and all those thoughts, let me end today's video, and until next video, stay positive, stay happy, and thanks a lot for watching this video.